So this video is really for all the sick people out there, who want a nice, relatable video to watch while they are, recovering from like an illness. Um, and, uh, and so if that sounds like you, then this is really gonna be a helpful presentation. And you should also, by the way, watch to the end because the disease that I have at number one is pretty crazy, and even I like couldn't even believe that I put that one as number one. That's how insane it was. And so anyway, let's just jump right on into the presentation. So the first, at number 10 is diabetes. Um, Diabetes is a pretty crazy disease. You get it when you eat too much sugar, and then your body isn't able to um, make its own insulin or something like that, and then you need to eat more insulin from other places, like from a doctor, and then that's how you live now. So that's pretty crazy. And I think just the fact that diabetes is a bit of like a punishment for people who eat too much candy, because you can only get diabetes by eating too much candy. There's no other way to get diabetes. There's only one version of diabetes, and that's the one that you get. That's not, and there's no hereditary version of it. That's just like you will have it no matter what you do. That doesn't exist. That's just a fake one. So that's why diabetes is at number 10, because it's a bit of a punishment for people who can't control themselves. And that's why diabetes is so awesome. So the next one on the list is lung cancer. Lung cancer, kind of similar to diabetes, is what you get when you smoke too many cigarettes. And that's why they're called cancer sticks, is because you get cancer from them. And that's pretty cool. Well, having lung cancer is not cool, but smoking cigarettes is really cool. But if you smoke too many of them, then you get lung cancer. And once you have lung cancer, then smoking cigarettes isn't even cool anymore. And because then you're like addicted, and the cigarettes are stronger than you, and that's a sign of weakness, and that makes you not cool. So basically, what I'm saying is that you should be smoking cigarettes, um, but only like a little bit, because you're stronger than the cigarettes, and you don't get addicted, or you don't get harmed by them. And that's why you should be smoking cigarettes right now. So at number 8 is heart disease. Heart disease is pretty crazy because you get it when you're an old person, and that's it's like one thing. And one of the main appeals of this disease is that it will give you a heart attack suddenly and without warning, and that will often result in somebody dying, and that's like really sad. And that's why it's at number 8. Actually, this is something I know near and dear to my heart, as one of my close family friends. We'll just take a quick detour and then go back into the presentation. But one of my close family friends, Jed Johnson, unfortunately passed away of a heart attack last night at 3:03 a.m. And that's why I'm making this presentation. So let's just take a quick moment of silence to remember Jed Johnson. So yeah, so that's Jed Johnson. He was a loving husband and a loving father and a friend to everyone in the community. And he was also vice chairman for the Lincoln County School District Number 2. And that's important. That's an important position. And in fact, who his death brings up the important question, like who will take his place as a vice chairman for the Lincoln County School District School Board Number 2. And I think that Jed Johnson would have wanted me to carry on the torch, and not even that, actually go beyond what he was able to accomplish and do even more. And this is why I am announcing my campaign for chairman of the Lincoln County School District Number 2 School Board. So Lincoln County believes in student safety and educating the whole child, which that makes a lot of sense. It also has a high academic expectation. It also believes in teaching people how to read upside down. It also cares about children. It also believes in teaching people how to read white text on a very light background, and respect and tolerance. And this is a photo of one of their schools, Thane Elementary School, located in Thane, Wyoming. Now let's just go over who we're up against in this campaign. So Darnell Simpson is the current chairman of the school board, and he's evil, he's a wicked man, but he is corrupt administration backing him. He has the backing of the the superintendent, Matt Erickson, who is like totally villainous and super corrupt, and also the backing of Shelley Hunsaker, who's the district librarian. And I didn't even edit on these devil horns. I think they just showed up because of how evil they are. And basically, this guy is basically a puppet of these two powerful people, and he only serves to make decisions that benefit their beliefs. And this is why my campaign is so important, because we need to give power over the school board back to the people of Lincoln County, rather than these corrupt elites who don't even care about the citizens and students that they represent. But obviously, if you're going to run a good campaign, you're going to need some strategy. So basically, this is Lincoln County, and the current school district office is located in Afton, Wyoming, which is the largest city in the area. It has around 2,000 residents, and this is probably where they're going to be setting up their campaign. But if you would bring your attention just north of there to Thane, Wyoming, this is a very small town with only 400 people in it, but it exists on a very strategically important spot right here on this highway. So if we are able to take over this place, then the people in Afton and Cokeville down in the south will be able to access this huge northern block of 4 cities, which each have fewer citizens than Afton, fewer than 2,000 citizens each. But together, I mean, these 4, they combine, and that's enough to take down Afton. And Afton will likely have control over Cokeville in the south, but that's completely fine. So basically, our strategy is to set up in Thane, Wyoming, and especially Thane Elementary School is where we will be focusing most of our attention, is because that's like the largest elementary school It's like basically the biggest building within Thane, Wyoming is the elementary school, and that's really cool. So we're just gonna set up in Thane, and we're gonna be able to take down Star Valley Ranch, uh, Wyoming, Etna, Wyoming, and Alpine, Wyoming, and they'll be on our side, and we'll be able to fight back against the corrupt elites living in Afton. So my campaign goals after I become chairman for the Lincoln County District Number 2 School Board. This is what I would like to be able to implement into the district. I would like to educate the whole child, which obviously I've gone into detail on what this means exactly earlier in the presentation, so I'm not going to go into that again. But yeah, I believe in educating the whole child. We are going to be firing those corrupt administrative officials, get them out of the district, and we'll basically be banishing them, maybe to Cameroon down here, or Hoback, and they'll have to live in Hoback, which is a garbage place. Nobody lives there. It sucks. All power within the district will be shut off at 6:30 to encourage people sleeping. Oh, other than in Thane, Wyoming, these people will be allowed to do whatever they want after 6:30, and that includes having the lights on. So, yeah, basically all power will be shut off to encourage a healthy sleeping habit for all the students, except in Thane, where that's basically where we'll live. We're gonna be banning broccoli in the entire county because broccoli is kind of gross, and kids don't like it. This has been a big hot button issue for like a while now, is whether or not broccoli should be allowed in the district, and honestly, I believe no way. We shouldn't be allowing broccoli in the district. We're going to be banning pineapple on pizza. No more of that in the whole county. Good, and only cool things like only cool pizza toppings like pepperoni and sausage will be allowed in this county. We're going to be removing the democratic system within the county with which we got elected, so that the liberation leaders like me will be in charge of the county forever, and we don't even need to worry about it slipping into uncool, tyrannical hands. It'll just be in my hands forever, and that's really good. We're going to be instituting an oligarchy within the place, where basically what an oligarchy is when the elites in a society get to control everyone else, and the elites, that's often like the rich people, but in this situation, it will just be everyone living in Thane, Wyoming will be able to convene every Monday afternoon to a parliamentary. Every single citizen in Thane. Oh, by the way, we're going to be walling Thane off from the rest of the place so that nobody can go in there. Basically, everyone who lives in Thane right now and their descendants will be able to control every single other place, in order to keep everything fair and awesome in the whole place. But yeah, everyone's going to convene. All the citizens will convene every Monday afternoon and vote on new laws and what to do about all the problems. And that will be good. That's a good thing. And then we're going to make Lincoln County become an independent country known as Lincoln Land. And that will be really good. And that way we don't have to have the United States government meddling in our affairs. And we'll be able to create our own, we'll have the Capitol building set up in Thane. We'll have our own laws and our own judicial system. And we'll be able to create our own military, and that's awesome too. Kind of to defend ourselves from the United States, who won't be happy to lose this crucial place, which is, by the way, it's right on the border between Idaho and Wyoming, in case you didn't know that. And this might even be whatever state is below Wyoming, which below Idaho. I don't even know what that is. So anyway, we're going to be an independent country now, and that's really good. Then we're going to institute our secret police force, which obviously the secret police is the type of thing that exists in countries such as the USSR and other awesome countries like that. And basically what they do is they find out who the rebels are, and then they kind of infiltrate them, and then they arrest them. And what we're going to do is we're going to send them to the gulag, and we'll probably set up a big gulag right over here, and that'll be really cool. And we're also going to have yearly Hunger Games where one adolescent boy and girl from each city other than Thane. We'll have 2 from Cokeville, 2 from Afton, 2 from Star Valley Ranch, and 2 from Etna, and also 2 from Alpine. And then we're going to lock them into a pen, which we'll probably put down here. And we'll force them to fight to the death. And that'll give all of these other towns hope, and that's a good thing. And that's why we're going to have a Hunger Games every single year within Lincoln Land. Next up, we're going to breed an army of super soldiers, and this is basically going to be really awesome because then we'll have a super powerful army. Like, we'll get all the strongest and tallest people in the whole county, and we will we'll like breed them all, and then we'll have even stronger and even taller people in our place with which to make an excellent army out of. And it'll be a really cool army, and then we'll train them really well, and we'll have the strongest, most experienced, most tall army ever. And then we will fight against the Americans, who will probably not want us to be independent, and we'll just keep fighting them, and we'll probably win because we have the best army ever. And after we do that, we'll probably develop our own nuclear weapons, and that will be good because once you have nuclear weapons, just take a look at North Korea. Like, once you get some nuclear weapons, then nobody will be able to even like care about your human rights violations. And then that will allow us to do whatever we want with our citizens in Lincoln Land, and that will be good. That's a good thing, and that's why we will be developing nuclear weapons and threatening to launch them on Los Angeles unless the United States government leaves us alone. Alright, well, thank you for coming to my weekly campaign meeting. Please come back next week where we will be updating you on the status of our campaign, and subscribe so that you don't miss the next campaign meeting. This entire video has been related to the campaign. It was never about anything else, and this is the end of the video. And please, if you're living in Thane, Wyoming, if you're living in Etna, Star Valley Ranch, or Alpine, please stand with us and continue voting. Even if you're living in Afton or Cokeville, consider voting for me when the next school board campaign is, which I believe it's coming up just a few days away. And so make sure to vote for me because I believe in equality and educating the whole child.